The spirit box, or ghost box, is a device that is made for communication with spirits and ghosts. It is said that through this device you can establish direct two-way communication with the realm of spirits, ghosts, and demons through the use of EVP, electronic voice phenomena. Phenomena. So, what is this device? Well, it's a radio. It's a modified radio. Instead of searching for a frequency and stopping when it gets a strong signal, it just keeps sweeping. But before I break this down any further, I would just like to point out that you're listening for voices on a fucking radio. Hello, operator? Get me the Ghostbusters. There are a few different versions of this device. Some are built especially for the purpose, like the PSB-7, which is featured extensively on various ghost hunting shows. And then there's devices like this one. This particular one is the Shack Hack. The only difference between the various models is that these ones you have to modify yourself. But they're all basically the same thing. A broken radio. Hello? There are a few different ideas about how this actually works. One of them being that the ghosts can manipulate the radio and use the various broadcastings on frequencies to create a form of speech. Let's say that the ghost manipulates the radio to pick up a certain frequency where someone, perhaps in a commercial, says, "This is." And then the ghost quickly changes the frequency to another broadcast where the host says "bullshit," creating the sentence, "This is bullshit. I'm hearing voices on the radio." No, it's turned on. For this to work, ghosts obviously must have the ability to pick up radio frequencies. They also must have the ability to actually understand those frequencies and be able to listen to them. But they must also be tech savvy enough to be able to manipulate the radio and tune it into that specific frequency. And also, of course, they must have the ability to hear what's being broadcasted before it changes to that frequency. And yet, somehow, they always seem to agree with the programmed hardware to go to the next frequency in line. They never go back or jump several frequencies ahead. They always pick the next frequency, and it's kind of an odd coincidence, that they always happen to agree with the hardware. But sure, if that sounds reasonable to you, then how do you determine what's agreeable with the ghost and what was just radio? Well, I'm sweeping through the frequencies and I'm picking up voices and bits of music, and I'm pretty sure that they're demons. Are you a ghost or are you radio? Radio. The other idea is that ghosts actually modulate the frequencies themselves, and particularly the frequencies without any broadcasting on them. And sure, this sounds a bit more reasonable, but it doesn't make it any more probable. Since I have no idea what ghosts actually are, and we do not have any evidence that they even exist, it's pointless for me to try to tell you what ghosts can and cannot do, but consider the attributes that you are applying to them. They can listen to radio waves, they can manipulate these waves, and they have the technical know-how to be able to produce speech by just manipulating the radio waves. Frank, is that you? And in this case, isn't it rather counterproductive to keep sweeping through the frequencies? Wouldn't it be nicer of you to just have the radio tuned to a frequency without any broadcasts? Because not only are you making the ghost go through the hassle of modulating these waves, but you're also making him change the damn frequency all the time. Sounds like a lot of work. What do you mean you're not coming? The less scientific your methods are, the more evidence you are going to collect. This device is inherently flawed due to the constant contamination from broadcasting and other sources of interference. Only through the capricious analysis of a wishful ghost hunter with a serious case of confirmation bias can this device be put to any use. And that use, it's not scientific. It's for pure entertainment value. This is something that you use late at night when telling ghost stories with your friends. Anything that you capture with this can be dismissed without review. This device was designed to pick up radio, and that's exactly what it does. I wasn't sure who to give the finger to at the end of this video. Maybe Gary Galka, who some sources claim have designed the PSB-7, or perhaps Frank Sumption for making the original Frank's box, which was just another weird radio. Or all of the assholes who are actually selling these devices. So yeah, just fuck all of you. I'm not wearing pants.